Hello, everyone. My name is Aidar Sabirov, CEO of the WebWise Launchpad. This is our first video. On our platform, you can participate of the private rounds of Web3 projects where invest business angels and venture capital funds. For our community, we often the opportunity to build venture portfolio from $50. We already gained recognition in the market and cooperate with many venture funds and projects. We strive to select a high quality project with strong investor and funds on board, but it's important to do your own analysis. Today, we begin a series of interviews with top project in Web3. Our guest of Faraj, co-founder and CBDO of CrossCurve by EYWA. Faraj, welcome. Thank you for your time today to join us. EYWA is a great project, and I have many questions. Let's start. Tell us what is EYWA, please.
Hi everyone, happy to be here and present EYWA by CrossCurve. I would like to start with a quick introduction about EYWA itself. EYWA is a cross-chain ecosystem. It is basically a consensus bridge that aggregates largest in the space bridges such as XLR, Layer 0, Chainlink, Wormhole. What we let that transaction and liquidity provision and not to be dependent on a single bridge, but can be protected by the multiple bridges. So our protocol is actually multiplies the security levels of any transaction or any liquidity that is added to our bridge. So in a sense, we create and solve the one of the largest DeFi problems, which is insecure cross-chain communication.
Sounds good. Tell us about the history of the project, please.
So historically, EYWA started a few years ago with a premise to create the largest and the most decentralized bridge solution and data and liquidity protocol, which we did at the end. We are now a protocol with 150 validators. The closest competitor is XLR with 75 validators. During the process, we actually worked really closely with the Curve team and came to a conclusion that even though we are the most decentralized solution, it's very hard to compete with incumbents that raised hundreds of million dollars, billions of dollars in TVL, like Layer 0 or Wormhole. And it's very difficult to make it as efficient as we would like it to be to effectively compete with those protocols. So that's in short what we have created, what later we understood is that creating a consensus solution that doesn't compete with largest players, but instead partners up with them is actually a quite better approach in the following development of the cross-chain protocol of ours. And we work together with Curve Finance team to come to this solution to make this pivot. And so far, it had tremendous response from venture capital backers, from our other partners, and we believe that this could become the cross-chain protocol of the future.
I got it. What is CrossCurve, and how does this concept fit into EYWA?
So if you think of EYWA as a consensus bridge of largest protocols that creates a secure cross-chain communication, you need to think of CrossCurve as cross-chain DEX that works with EYWA security. This DEX is working to become the cross-chain DEX of the future. So we utilized around $2.5 billion of Curve TVL that is scattered across many blockchains, and we connect all that liquidity into a single unified cross-chain market. So when you connect all that liquidity into a single market, you create an efficiency where the swaps are happening with low slippage. And those swaps can be of any assets like stable coins to be swapped between different chains to one each other. Could be liquid stake tokens, which are quite hyped up topic in the Web3 now. Or it could be the LPs of Curve itself. So which for Curve protocol is a really hot topic now, because to move the LPs between chains, there's no solution at the moment, and every solution is very, very costly for those LP providers. With us, it's going to be a simple swap between chains, low cost, efficient, and this way both Curve and CrossCurve, us, could benefit from new protocols entering into that would like to bring the Curve finance to their chain. They could incentivize both Curve and CrossCurve with their token, pay percentage of their total supply, and this way bring the liquidity of Curve to their protocol. So aside from that, we become the cross-chain DEX that can list the tokens, and will become the first cross-chain DEX with truly cross-chain listing for projects. And those projects tokens will be traded across all chains and all assets that Curve supports, like against WBTC, WETH. So the trader from Arbitrum can buy it with DAI, for example, when the token is traded in BNB against USDT, for example. So this allows for projects to be way more efficient with their liquidity, but also for provided liquidity, they will be compensated in yield, which also is not existing on the market. And this will make projects our partners, that will make the protocol even more efficient. And in our opinion, this combination of security of EYWA and effectiveness and efficiency of CrossCurve as our flagship product will create a protocol that is cross-chain data and liquidity protocol, can become the leader of DeFi space in the future.
Sounds great. Can you please tell us about your relationship, the Curve team?
We have very, very tight relationship with Curve team. It's the Mikhail Egorov, the founder of Curve. He's a lead investor in CrossCurve and EYWA. He's also the core member of Curve, is also a core member of EYWA. He's a strategic advisor. His name is Chris. He is with Curve for more than 3 years. He's also a member of Puffer Finance team, Pleaser DAO, Circuit, Athena. He's involved in those projects. And that creates a place where we work together with them to advance their development across many chains and many new chains sometimes. And at the same time, we support, they support us and we support them, and this is very symbiotic relationship. We also plan to get partnerships with Curve ecosystem projects like Convex, Wirearn, LobbyDAO, StakeDAO, and our token to be basically participating in the tokenomics of the of Curve. So there is a bribery market that is ongoing, and the CrossCurve pools to be incentivized not only by EYWA but also by CRV, CVX, and other tokens that are actually utilized in the Curve ecosystem.
Good. Okay, next question. Tell me us, please, about investors board.
So investments went up lately. So we oversubscribed currently. So we can see that, as I mentioned before, Mikhail Egorov is a lead investor in our project. Big Brain Holdings is another very well-known VC, as well as Maple Block Milana Capital. We recently got investments from Finbushi Capital, which is one of the leading VCs in the space. We got investments from Dutch crypto investors, from Marshland Capital, from Blue Node Capital. There is a likely investment that would come from Blockchain Founders Fund, and many, many others. So we have very, very strong backing from leading VCs in the market, and plan to also partner up with a lot of partners like chains. We had recently close collaboration with Polygon, participated in their AMA, with Arbitrum, with new chains like Mantle, etc. We also will be partnering up with bridges that we help to aggregate, as well as Curve ecosystem projects such as Convex, YEarn, Curvens, etc.
Good, very strong investor board. So nice. What about exchanges? Where do you plan to be listed and when?
We were in talks now with tier one exchanges, so we are on very advanced stages of negotiations with Bybit. We are also trying to get OKX on board, but we're speaking with most of the big exchanges that are currently available. We're speaking with Gate, we're speaking with KuCoin, with MEXC, etc. So we target largest exchanges for having enough liquidity on the market, so everyone who would like to trade the token or buy the token would have an opportunity to do so.
How does the protocol make money?
So the protocol will have the fees for both liquidity transfers and data transfers, like any other bridge. The protocol also will get the fees for the listing of new projects. So there are listing fees associated with that. Also, the protocol will be getting the participate in the bribery market. So large protocols and also even the listing projects will be able to incentivize the pools with their own token. So the DAO treasury will be always increased with those tokens that will be utilized to incentivize the liquidity providers. So participation of the Curve ecosystem projects and the major players there, such as Convex and Stake DAO, Lobby DAO, also the large liquidity providers that would like to utilize the protocol security, like EYWA is providing, as I said, multiplied level of security. If your transaction or if your liquidity provision can be secured by 3 out of 5 largest bridges, you would definitely want that over just security of single bridge that can be hacked. So all that will increase the demand for the token, and due to the fact that we have very low initial market cap and the circulation supply, would think that this will affect the price also positively. But other than that, there is also quite an important thing that for our DeFi protocol, it's very important to keep the cost of and the price of the token high, so to reduce the reduce the need to supply a lot of emission for liquidity provision of our pools. So you need always to think in terms of whether your interest and interests of the project in general are alike, right? And in this sense, in our opinion, interests of the protocol, of the team, and of the investors are all lies on the same page.
Okay. And can you tell me a little bit about why will the token price increase in the future?
Yeah. So in a short answer is because of the supply and demand, and because of the solution that our protocol creates. So, and the utility of the tokens that we have envisaged. So utility of the token is similar to any other DeFi protocol, especially from within the Curve ecosystem, where you need a token for your governance to increase the yield that you will generate as a liquidity provider. It also can be utilized as trading discounts and discounts in the protocol that if you use it heavily. But the most importantly is that the protocol is always in need by big liquidity providers, by the new projects that would like to list on the protocol, by the new chains that would like to incentivize CrossCurve pools to be on their chain and Curve pools to be on their chain. So there's always a large demand for the token. At the same time, there is no and very low initial circulation supply, initial market cap. So this disparity between the amount of tokens in the market and the price will become the reasons for token to be appreciated. So in our opinion, we have created the solution that will become and can become the leader in the market in the cross-chain segment by us multiplying the security level of cross-chain communication. We solve that problem, but also at the same time we solve the problem of fragmented liquidity, where we aggregate the Curve $2.5 billion in one solution, and this creates like low slippages. It creates a very efficient DEX. It creates efficiency in swaps. It creates an efficiency in movement of capital between the chains. So all that, in a sense, will create a lot of revenue for the protocol, and this revenue also will be translated into the token price appreciation.
I get it. Sounds really good. Thank you, Faraj. Well, friends, our interview with Faraj is coming to an end. Faraj, it was great. Your project looks very excited. I'm sure our community can't wait to see your results. Thank you very much for the interview and good luck.
Thank you very much, Aidar. To be honest, again, we have our rounds almost completely oversubscribed. We have worked with you guys closely before, and we know that the launchpad that you create will let the users of the product to have an early access to our ecosystem, to become the backers of our ecosystem. And though we actually are very carefully selecting which VCs to let in, we decided that it would be very nice for us to also to let the investors to join the private round through the launchpad like yours. We believe that by having a simple launchpad without the token, that actually creates a lot of simplicity for the users, for the final backers of the protocol to secure it, to participate in its development, help us with marketing, increase our community. So all that, we basically are very happy to work with you guys.
Thank you, Faraj. We are really appreciated. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, guys. All the best.
And you, dear friends, can take part in the sale of this project on our Launchpad in just a few clicks right now. Start building your venture portfolio with us. Follow us on social media to stay updated. You can find more information in the description of this video. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you.